Dear God, please don't let me relapse and return to the evil that men do. Father God, I pray and ask that you help me to have mercy on others the same way I would want you to have mercy on me. Father God, I also ask that you help me to be quick to forgive and slow to get angry. Amen, amen, amen. These young dudes out here don't respect shit until you put the barrel in their ear and let the text spit. I just might catch a case on my next hit, remove their whole face on some special effect shit. So show respect, Drake, or I'ma have a flashback. Digging through the dresser like fuck it, where my mask at? The mash back with the banger and damage shit and say fuck everything I learned in anger management. Hop back on some east side managed shit and push a nigga's top back when I let the cannon spit. Start planning shit, premeditation. I'm in love with the streets again, rededication. Casket or cremation when I shoot you down. I was built for the smoke like a hookah lounge. I keep big shit that sound like a bazooka sound, and I shoot quicker than ain't gotta be a hoop around. Dear God, please don't let me relapse and return to the G-Ride with 3 straps. A ski mask with the case, squeezing keys apps, spraying everything from a nigga's brain to his kneecaps. Dear God, please don't let me relapse and return to the G-Ride with the 3 straps. A ski mask with the case, squeezing keys apps, spraying everything from a nigga's brain to his kneecaps. Gun on me, it ain't never for show, homie. I'm far from a bully, but I'm never a hoe. Get out of line, my Beretta will blow. Real talk, we can take the beef wherever we go. I bring it to your front door like I'm Uber Eats. I guarantee you listen up when this Ruger speaks. Plus I maneuver through these streets like a ghost, and I'm handy with the heat. I cook a nigga like a roast. On me, homie, this is not a boast. I will still come through, boy, and stop a nigga's post. Play him close, man, Eric will ease it. Quickly off the waistband, man, and Eric will squeeze it. Leave you niggas laid out dead or paraplegic. Niggas playing in these streets while I'm very strategic. I come to your house dressed like the gas man. Shoot you 9 times, leave you stretched by the trash can. Dear God, please don't let me relapse and return to the G-Ride with 3 straps. A ski mask with the case, squeezing keys apps, spraying everything from a nigga's brain to his kneecaps. Dear God, please don't let me relapse and return to the G-Ride with the 3 straps. A ski mask with the case, squeezing keys apps, spraying everything from a nigga's brain to his kneecaps. I don't put shit on Facebook, I just holler in person. Put the pistol in your mouth while you holler and cursing. All that shit you kept rehearsing and put on your live, got your clap with the big 4-5. You bitch nigga, if you tell me to pull up, I'ma do that. That nigga who was whooping, first nigga that I shoot at. Ski mask on my face, bystanders be like, who that? I ain't with the talking, bitch, boy, I thought you knew that. Leave his brains where my shoe at and bounce like I'm on a trampoline. Leave you laid out, nigga, like you camping on the scene. If you want something sweet, grab a peach or tangerine. Niggas won't smoke, well fuck it, I'ma let them handle steam. AR with the beam, you see the red dot? We tug on this trigger, nigga. It'll make your head pop. Blood pouring down to your shoes, call it Red Sox. Your brains hanging all over your shoulders like some dreadlocks. Expect the gang of dead off if they ever cross the line. The Lord said in the Bible, oh, revenge is mine. So I'm just trying to find a righteous path between the two. Before I lose control and do the shit I used to do. This being humble shit is new. I'm trying to turn the other cheek, but I ain't never been a bitch, so watch your mouth when you speak. Your mercy's what I seek, so I pray on bended knees. Don't let me get the K with the extended clip and squeeze. Lord, please. Dear God, please don't let me relapse and return to the G-Ride with 3 straps. A ski mask with the case, squeezing keys apps, spraying everything from a nigga's brain to his kneecaps. Dear God, please don't let to the G-Ride with 3 straps. A ski mask with the case, squeezing keys apps, spraying everything from a nigga's brain to his kneecaps.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Good Thursday evening. How y'all doing tonight? Sorry, got you a little late one, but don't worry. We only gonna go about an hour, hour and a half. I don't think it's gonna be a lot. But I saw the story, man, and I said, man, oh man, we at least we could just talk about it, open the discussion about it. But before we do that, let's take care of business, man. Shout out to Brother Eric, better known as 16 in Life, better known as Chill, man. Shout out to Chill. Chill came home after 24 years up here in the California penal system, man. You know what I mean? He was supposed to, he's supposed to do a whole stretch life, but some laws got changed and it made him eligible, and then he started getting some information. See, you know what? God didn't just go to his door and open up his door. Chill had to do something, right? Chill had to go get the information, get the pamphlets on how to talk to the parole board, practice that, go over it, get the right answers, learn how to do it, and then he went and did it, and he was able to, go out and convince them, or not convince them, but at least show them that he was willing to be a better person than he was when he came in, man. So that's what they looking at, right? So he did it, man, and he was successful. Shout out to Chill. Yeah, he came out, man, and he's determined not to go back. So shout out to Chill, man. Got to bring Chill back, man. He's a good dude, man. Good dude, man. If you ever get a chance to talk to this brother, man, very good brother, man. Very good dude, man. All right, y'all. That's by the way, go over to 16 to Life, the YouTube page, and get the merch, get the funny stories. A lot of funny stories about prison, a lot of funny stories about being a street narcotics distributor. A lot of stories about, just a lot of funny stories about a lot of stuff, man. Go over there and check Chill out, man. Good dude, good dude. All right, I'm gonna bring Chill down, man. All right, good evening, everybody. Good evening. How is all is y'all doing? I've been out. I was out in the field today, man. Sometimes, man, we gotta get out, man. We gotta taste the rose, man, because sometimes we get so caught up in what we doing and how we doing it, man. We not think we need to get out sometimes, man. So I got on my bike, I rode my bike, and then I said I'm gonna go to San Pedro, man. Before I did that, before I just went up there, I decided I was going to do that early this morning. So I said, okay, what do I need to go up there? I need a bunch of different stuff. So I packed my backpack that'd be on my back, and then also I have my bikes. All my bikes have little pouches on the sides where I can carry other stuff. So I packed me a lunch, packed toiletries, packed just everything I could think of that could fit there, and then some jackets, extra jackets. It get cool out there over there by the ocean. So y'all can probably tell my nose a little stopped up, man. It was a little cool out there, man. But I'll probably cook that video tonight and put it out tomorrow, man. But I had fun, man. I was just by myself the whole day, and I usually am. So I'm used to being by myself most of the day. I had no problems, man. I had enjoy. The only time I had issue was, man, I sat there and I tried to eat my lunch on a little bench in front of the water, right on the cliff, man. I sat there trying to eat some lunch, man, and the squirrel, the gophers, man, the gophers would not leave me alone, man. I was like, man, I turned around, man. One of them gophers was in my pack of the of the bike, man. He was in there trying to get some more stuff out because I had the food close to me, so they ain't gonna come so close to you, man. But I had the food in the bag of the bike. I turned around, man. I heard some scratching. I see, man. I turned around, man. This gopher trying to open up my bag. He's in the pack, but I had the bag with the food actually in it closed. He's trying to open it up. I was like, get out of there, man. So I had to shoot a gopher out of there, man. But I mean, it was cool, man. I mean, what you gonna do, man? He's just trying to get a lick, man. You know what I mean? So I threw him some little bit of sandwich, man, and then but you guys will see that video later, man. But anyway, man, that's what I was out in the field today, man, because something told me, man, Clarence, take advantage of this nice day, man. It's a nice day out here. I had to do some work, man. So while I was between riding, driving, and sitting, I was, writing down, trying to do a business plan for the Urban Warrior Academy, trying to do the business plan so we can submit it to people that might be interested in, investing in that or donating to that, whatever, right? Our black men are out of control, man. They're out of control. And I'm going to keep saying it's Black History Month. It's Black History Month, Clarence. I know it is. That's why People get mad at me because I in particular point out the people with the worst issue, right? But that's like going into a hospital and getting mad because they they are prioritizing the people that have the most damage. No, I got a headache. I should go in front of the person that had a heart attack, right? So, you like that's what that's what it sounds like to me. I'm like, hey, I think everybody needs help. I don't care what your color is. If you live in America, you getting taught all kind of different crazy values, right? Everybody needs help here, but we all tainted. But who is having the worst results based on that taint is the young black men in particular, the black community as a whole in particular, right? So we need to start there first, in my opinion. Just like if you go into a triage room, right? Right, Vaughn, you go into a triage room, and then they prioritize who's gonna get seen first, right? Who's gonna get seen first. One of the reasons why I found out, I was in bad shape a while ago. I found out I was in bad shape. I thought I had a headache. I go into the hospital. They said, "You ain't got no headache." They said, "Man, you about to have a stroke, man. You got to go. You going to the hospital." I was like, "Y'all ain't got no. I was like, y'all ain't got no pills. I got this bad headache, man. It's been lasting for about a week." They looking at each other like, we ain't never seen nobody with blood pressure that high. They looking like the cuff kept popping off of my arm, right? They like, hey man, we ain't never seen nobody with blood pressure this high. That's alive, right? They say, hey man, you got much more going on than a headache. You need to go to the hospital. You need to go to the emergency room. So I go to the emergency room, right? Same thing, right? They put the blood pressure thing on, right? It just keeps popping off, pop, 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 right? So finally they're able to get blood pressure, man. It's ridiculous, right? So I said that because this is before COVID, right? So when I went as I walked in, I seen all the people, like 80 people out there, right? Just the whole place. There's people standing up and everything, man. It's just full of people, right, in the waiting room, right? This is pre-COVID, right? Man, I was like, man, damn, after I get out of this waiting, after I get out of being seen, initially, then I'm gonna have to go back out here and wait for another 3 or 4 hours. They said, you ain't gotta wait, sir. You do not have to wait. They said, we got a room for you now. I said, well, I don't understand, for a headache? All this for a headache? They said, man, we'll break it down to you later, but right now we got a room for you. You know what I'm saying? So, I've I've experienced some things, man, where I shouldn't even be here, but God blessed me to come back from all of that, man, and just you know, just to remember his name and give my testimony. It's my testimony, man. This is my testimony, man. God is real, man. If you look for God's mercy, you see that, you'll see my face there, man, because God is merciful, man. Because I don't, I mean, so many times God have taken the Grim Reaper's hand off my shoulder. Remember Isaac, right? Hey, the old man Abraham said, "Hey, Isaac, we got to go make a sacrifice to the Lord." Oh boy, I've been waiting to do that. I'm 5 years old, or however old he was. I've been waiting to do that. I've been waiting to do a sacrifice with you. Oh boy. Now I get to do it too. Yeah, you get to do it with me. Come on, we got to go up this hill. Let's go do it. Let's go to that altar, right? I was like, yeah, oh boy, we get to make a sacrifice to the Lord. I've been waiting. I've been seeing you do it. I've been wanting to do it. Now I get a chance to do it. Oh boy, right? Old man got to the top of the hill. He sat down for a minute, man. He's just shaking his head. He's like, hey, Isaac's all pumped up, man. Hey, where's the ram? Where's the lamb? What's going on? Where's the lamb? I thought we was gonna do a sacrifice. The old man say, we are gonna do a sacrifice, son. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute to get my thoughts together, right? Finally, the old man said, hey, look, there ain't no ram. You the ram. What? Yeah, we got to make a sacrifice. I have to sacrifice you. I was disobedient. I was disobedient, and I have to sacrifice you. Can you imagine the old man's face when Isaac said, well, let's do it, right? Wasn't no, oh my God, it was like, hey, this is the God you've been talking about, right? Yep. It's the God you've been preaching to me about, right? Yep. Let's do it. What I got to be scared of? What I got to be scared of? Imagine that, man. Imagine that. That took courage. That took balls, right? Isaac had some big balls on him, right? He said, man, you know what? If this the God you've been preaching to me about, this perfect God you've been talking about, why should I be scared to go see him? Right? But the old man, he said, well, you got to lay down here, son. Isaac's like, hey, let's do it. Old man pulled his hand back with the knife, with the dagger in it. Somebody grabbed his hand, right? he go to, somebody grabbed his hand, right? That's what God did for me, man. The Grim Reaper came and got me like at least 3 times, man. I was on my way. And God put his hand back and said, nope, not him. Not him. I got a job for him. he's got some people he's got to meet, right? He's some special people he got to meet. He's got to run into these special people, man. They're gonna help him do what I want him to do. So you can't take him right now. I didn't even know what's going on, man. I was like, just please, Lord, help me, right? But the point is, I asked God to help me, and then I did stuff. I changed my diet. I changed how my drinking. I changed, how I slept. I changed literally almost everything, man. I changed how, this is something that most people don't do this, man. If you drive a vehicle, you should listen to what I'm saying right now. Most people, most people don't do this. I had to change how the cleanliness of everything around me. I had to change all of that, right? So most people, when they go get gas, they just grab the pump with their hand and put it in the gas tank, right? You should never do that. You should never do that. You should always have a glove on. You should always have something in between your hand and that gas pump. Always. Every time I go to the gas station, I'm the only one with gloves on. Everybody else is just grab. But then you realize, man, Risa said she wiped it before. Even if you wipe it before, Risa, listen to your little brother. Listen to your little brother. Go get you some of them surgical gloves or whatever. I got some work gloves that I put on. I just keep them in the car just for that. But even if you wipe it off, even all that, get you some gloves. Put you some gloves on. I mean, Reese, you can just throw those gloves away, right? You can just throw those gloves away. As soon as you get done, pull them off, throw them away, right? You said Reese said she got gloves as well. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? That's my suggestion. You know what I mean? Because we have to do things to help ourselves be clear. And if you don't know what the last person had going on when they grabbed that pump, or the last 5 or 10 people, how often do they clean those handles, or do they ever? Right? We don't know they schedule how they clean those pumps. I see them every once in a while out there wiping them down, and I never see them wiping those pumps like really good up under there where you have to actually squeeze to get the gas out. I never see them do that. But hey, that's hey, you got to be you just got to do things that's gonna help you deal with this wicked world. The world is wicked, man. There's a lot of wicked people, but you can't. They don't have a sign on their head. So they go get gas just like you go get gas. They go to the supermarket just like you go to the supermarket, right? They're driving down the street just like you driving on the street, right? Jesus said it rained on the just and the unjust. You can't tell who's evil until you actually interacting with them. But if you just, you know what I'm saying, we taking turns on public things, nah, man. Nah. Right? But that's just one thing. I did so many different things, man, I had to do, man. And, but the major thing I had to do was find some supplements that was I could have in my diet that was giving me the right vitamins and minerals to recover and build myself back up, which is still going on right now. But man, it's crazy out there, man. So we gotta, the Lord's been good to me, but I can't force that down nobody's throat. If you ask me, I could go into it, but I may mention it here and there, man, because you know what I'm saying. I just love talking about what God did for me. I love talking about that, but some people that get on their nerves, right? So yeah, I don't want to get on nobody's nerves, man. I want to give you this. I want to give you this truth, man. But don't trip. I will tell you in a heartbeat what God did for me, man. In a heartbeat. All right, so let's get moving, y'all, because I don't want to spend too much time out here tonight. All right, let's check everybody in and then let's go, man. First one on the docket is Risa Neal, man. Risa Neal is our resident sniper. Why you call her a sniper, Clarence? Do you know what a sniper does? Yeah, I know what a sniper does. That's why I call Risa our resident sniper, right? Risa, you'll be lucky if you get a warning. If you get a warning, take the warning. And I mean, if you get a warning, if you do something in the chat that you may have intended to be, you may have intended it to be non-threatening. But if Risa took it as non-threatening, or somebody in the chat take it as threatening, you might not get a warning, or you might get a warning. But if you get a warning for Risa Neal, man, just take it. Take it. Say okay. I mean, but sometimes you won't, right? You might be typing, you might type something in, and it just disappear, and then next thing you know, you can't put nothing else in no more, right? I have gotten that email so many times. I've gotten that text. I've gotten that communication so many times, right? Hey, I can't log on. I can't leave a comment. What's going? One of your mods took me out. I'm telling you, I know how it's gonna go. That's why I'm telling you what's gonna happen. You're gonna get taken out. Poof, gone. Right? No warning, no nothing. Right? I'm gonna say, you're gonna come to me and say, one of your mods took me out. I'm gonna act like I don't know which one did it. Right? I'm gonna act like I don't know which one put the trigger on you. Right? I'm gonna say, oh, okay, well, I didn't do it. So, do you want to come back? Right? That's all that's gonna happen, man. Ain't nothing gonna happen with Risa, man. So you're not gonna win, man. So hey, look, I came up with this, and I think this is a good thing we could think about, y'all. Just act like you would want somebody to act if they were sitting at the dinner table with you, your wife, and your children. Just act like that. If how would you want somebody to act if they were sitting in front of your wife and your children at the dinner table? Just as long as if we respect each other like that, then we ain't got no problems. Now, can we question each other? Yeah, we can question each other. Clarence, I don't understand why you did that, man. I don't make no sense, man. Can you explain that? Or I got a question about this. Yeah, you can question us. It's just a disrespect, man. We're not gonna have it. We're just not having it here. So, and we got somebody that's, man, they're gonna get you up out of here with a quickness. So, man, let's let Risa just relax. Don't even put her to work tonight, right? Don't even put her to work, man. Just leave it alone, because she's serious about protecting everybody, man. So don't even have her put her to work. Shout out to Risa Neal, man. Glad to have you in the building, sis. All right, who else in the building? Our brother Vagoda, man, our Israeli brother from Vagoda, right? Clarence, are you on the Israel side? Are you on the Palestinian side? I'm on the side of right. Let's get to the bottom of what's going on and find out who's right, right? I don't have enough information to say one person's right over the other one. I can't say what I see is some things based on what I see so far. Maybe there's something to some of this pushback that's going on over there, right? But other than that, I can't say definitively this group is uh solid over this group. Not yet. I don't have that kind of information. But we need to get to the bottom of it, get to the root. Stop with all the what do you call that? What do they call that? Paraphernalia, or when people are promoting something and they're not telling the whole thing. Just stop that. Everybody, let's just sit down, find out where the offense occurred, and how we can fix that. But shout out to our brother Fagoda, man. He's still alive. He's still around, man. And imagine, man, you living see, y'all in America, man, y'all don't know, right? You just go to school, go to work, go to the club, go do whatever, right? You ain't gotta worry about no missiles. This dude got to deal with missiles coming through the neighborhood, man. Come on, dog. Come on. You gotta give Vagoda credit for that, man. Good dude, man. He's just trying to hang in there, man. Of course, he's pushing what he's been taught, right? So we just need to know if that's accurate. That's all. We just need to know if that's accurate. So maybe one day we can get to the root of the situation, man. All right, but shout out to Vagoda, man. Good dude. All right, who else in the building, man? Sister Annie. Excuse me, Brother Clarence. Sister, man, Risa and Annie, man, two. Not only them, Patrice too, but I mean, just all of these sisters, man, that's over here. I just got so lucky, man. I just got so lucky, so blessed to run into them, man. This sister right here, Sister Annie, man, I mean, is so special. All the stuff she has to do for her own family and her own life, and she takes time out for us. Same thing with Risa, same thing with Patrice. I mean, they take time out for what we do, man. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you. I appreciate her. And hopefully we can get her on the mic more often, right? Everybody loves when Sister Eddie's on the mic, man, but she's the one, like, she's a little bashful, right? I just want to serve the Lord, Brother Claire. I know, but you serve him when they hear your voice, they can hear the Lord coming out of you. They can hear the Lord coming out of you. But we're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it, y'all, because so far all of my little tricks work to get her up here, right? Shout out to City, man. Good sister, man. Good sister. Just like Reza, just like Patrice. Good sisters, man. Who else in the building? Oh, another good sister, man. Lady DeVoe is in the building, man. Shout out to Lady DeVoe. Another good sister, man. Good sister. This sister right here, man. You can see her a lot more over on the village, man. That's where she really sets up shop, man. Over there in the village, man. Bolo in the village, Bolo TV in the village. We're going over there and check her out, man. But this is another good sister right here, man. She'll say, Clarence, you know what? I don't know about that one, Clarence. I like that though. See, man, I'm not like a lot of these other content creators, man, where you got to ride with me on everything. I prefer if you ride with just what you feel, and I can see the sincerity in you. Then and then of course when we hit the nail on the head, Lady DeVoe was like, "Hey, y'all hit it, man. Y'all did it, man." You know what I'm saying, Clarence? That was a good one, right? So I mean, I as long as it's sincere, I can take any type of criticism, man. As long as it's sincere. But shout out to Lady DeVoe, good sister, man. Who else in the building? Brother Vaughn Bryant's in the building. Shout out to Vaughn Bryant's in the building. He said, greeting, peace, joy, grace, and abundance. As always, man. Vaughn is a class act, man. Vaughn's a class act. And you know what I like about one of the things I like about Vaughn, man. Vaughn is a very good spirit, man. He can take a joke, man. You know me, I can take a joke too, man. And so sometimes I may joke with people, man, and I don't realize they're not like me, right, man? I could take a joke, man. You could clown me. I don't have no problem with that, man. I don't have nothing with, no issue with it. Really, I don't, As long as, you're not just being just super disrespectful. But I mean, Rico and Patrice got clown, right? The advisors, right? I should play the advisors again, right? Shout out to Chef Shapino. I should play the advisors, right? Maybe I'll play the advisors later on, man. Yeah, I'll play the advisors later on, man. We ain't got no problem getting clown. Me, Rico, Patrice, we ain't got no, as long as it's in good fun, man, we ain't got no problems, man. Who else in the building? Let's see. I think that's everybody who wants to get I think that's everybody. There you go, Sister Annie. That's right. Propaganda. That's the word I was looking for. I think that's everybody. Thank you, Risa. Propaganda. That's the word I was looking for. I think it's everybody who wants to be checked in right now, man. So, hey, y'all, let's get right to work, huh? How about that, man? Because it's late over here. It's even late here on the West Coast, man. It's late. So we gonna get right to work, man. Okay. Uh, old crusty salty Rico. Okay, now I know I'm gonna play the advisors later. I'm gonna play the advisors. I want y'all to hear Rico's part. Y'all can do the most laughing at Rico, man. When I play Rico's part, right? All right, y'all. Let's get to work. All right, y'all. Let's see. A biology teacher, a college reinstates biology professor who was fired after teaching sex is determined by X and Y chromosomes. Wait a minute. What? A biology professor was fired from a Texas community college for teaching students that X and Y chromosomes determine sex, but he has been reinstated. Now, what happened was some students that were sensitive to the LGBTQ movement uh, walked out of his classroom when he started talking about how X and Y chromosomes determine sex. Are you listening? Are you listening? Now, I don't mind you walking out when the lie is told, but that is a mathematical truth. What is, but see, this is where we're going, y'all. This is where we're going. I remember Bolo did a show on, you gotta have to make a decision. See, now where we getting to is you're gonna have to make a decision. I'm all for anybody in the rainbow community having, human rights, but I need to have my human rights too. I shouldn't have to, even though me particularly, I'm not going to try. If you feel like I'm being disrespectful to you, and you are obviously a man dressed like a woman, and I address you as a man, I'm not. If that's you feel that's going to be disrespectful to you, okay, I just probably would not dress you. But I'm not going to just straight out disrespect you because I ain't in the disrespect business. I don't have to make no stand, right? Either you rolling this way or you rolling that way. And if you rolling that way, you rolling that way. I don't have to make no stand, right? I'm standing up for God. For why God needs you to stand up for him? All right. But a decision is gonna be made, man. Decisions gonna be made. And we're gonna have to make some decisions, man, some harsh decisions. And you're gonna have to think about it and say, okay, am I going to agree to this and lie? Because see, that's when we have to come into now we get into lying, right? Now you asking me to lie. Because we know that X and Y chromosomes determine sex, right? But now you're saying you shouldn't teach that, right? All these things they're saying you shouldn't teach Black history. You shouldn't teach that, right? We don't need to teach that, right? That's what the Supreme. That's what the white tribal supremacists say. Don't teach that. Don't teach that, right? Don't teach that Black history. Now the rainbow community is saying, don't teach that X and Y chromosomes determine sex. Don't teach that, right? That's you violate my rights doing that. Holy smokes. First Liberty Institute, a law firm that defends religious liberty for Americans, announced in a Tuesday press release that St. Philip's College in San Antonio, Texas, had reinstated Dr. Johnson Varkey, a former adjunct professor, a year after he was terminated. Uh-oh. We got to go get those wages from a year ago. We got to go get those. The law firm noted that they had filed a charge of discrimination at the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission against St. Philip's and the Alamo Community College District earlier this year. We are happy that the Alamo Community College District voluntarily reinstated Dr. Varkey. Kayla Tony, Associate Counsel for the First Liberty Institute, said he is excited by this outcome, and we are glad that ACCD did the right thing. Dr. Varkey looks forward to continuing to educate students at ACCD. Let's see. First Liberty revealed the parties had reached a favorable settlement, which, among other provisions, guarantees that Varkey will be back in the classroom teaching by fall of 2024. What about that? What about that? Those lost wages. We gotta pick up on the lost wages. Maybe that's an agreement too, huh? The firm previously sent a letter to St. Philip's College on behalf of Varkey, demanding the institute reinstate him after he was fired in January 2023. When teaching teaching the human reproductive system, huh? Are you listening? Are you listening? Now you teaching the reproductive system. How are we supposed to teach it now? Because if you teach that X and Y chromosomes determine uh, gender, and the rainbow community says, or some of the rainbow community, I don't think all of them, but some of the rainbow community says that's you violate my rights. What are we supposed to do? It's just like when the Supremists say, "Hey, you can't teach Black history. You violate my right. You making me feel bad." See, I feel bad when you teaching that, right? Don't teach that. Don't teach that to my kids, right? Don't teach that to my kids. I don't want my kids to know about the horrors that America actually went through. I want them to be under the lie that everything was everything. Those people came over here and voluntarily worked to get over here, right? Ay, ay, ay. But hey, it's bigger than just this situation, man. It's the principle. It's the principle. The principle. What is the principle what is getting started here? Right? Deceit, deceit, deceit. More deceit and more deceit and more deceit. Right? Because if there's uh a a man that is want to transition into being a female, which is this is language that was never even heard of 50 years ago, right? But now you have a man, because they just call men that did that cross dressers, right? Now those kind of terms are offensive to the rainbow population, right? Now you have to call somebody really they want to be called a woman, right? Even though I can tell that you're not a female, you're a biological male dressed as a female, I have to address you as or if you insist you can insist that I address you as a female, which is a lie, and I can be fired, right? That almost happened to me at the job, at the city of Los Angeles. That almost happened to me, right? I got on the elevator with two other people, right? One I knew and one I didn't. And I said, "Hey, what's going on?" And I addressed the guy, the female that was dressed as a man, because I wasn't even paying attention, right? I was trying to get up to my floor to get to my desk, but I knew it was female. So I said, "How you doing, sis? How you doing?" And then I talked to my man, right? So my man came and put me to the side a couple of hours later. He said, "Hey, Pete was mad that you did that." I said, "Who's Pete?" I said, "Who's Pete?" He said, "Pete was on the elevator with us." I said, "You talking about that female, right? That was on the elevator with us." Well, see, here's the thing. He or she, I think he was he was calling him a he. He wanted to take it further. He wanted to take it further. I stopped him from doing that. I said, "Okay, cool, man. Appreciate that." He said, "But man, you got to watch. You got to dress." I said, "How was I to know that it was a female a female trying to impersonate a male in the first place, and then in the second place, why did she think it was a malicious situation? He thought it was or whoever thought it was a malicious situation. How was I to know, right?" But I think some of the time in the rainbow community, man, they just expect everybody to just know stuff, right? You're supposed to just know that they don't want to be called that, right? You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to know. And then I'm supposed to address you as a female, but I don't see you as a female, right? And here's where it really comes from. Here's where it really boils down to. A man dressed like a female is not going to give you the same vibration as a female. Uh-oh. Now we doing mathematics. Can we do some mathematics, y'all? A man dressed as a female may look like a female, may smell like a female. They're not going to vibrate like a female because they're a male. They are not going to vibrate like a female. You ever, excuse us for a moment, ladies. We're gonna get into how it is to be around you, especially black women. But all women really, but especially the black woman. I told y'all, man, if you go read the Message to the Black Man by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, man, he got a saying in there, man. He said, do not stare at the movements of the black woman because they are hypnotic. He said, don't stare too long. Don't look too long at her. You look at her, you saw she was cute, but if you ain't got no good intentions, turn your head away. Because you could get caught up. You could get caught up. Right? He said her movements are hypnotic. You ever seen the black woman doing double dutch? Nobody does double dutch like the black woman. Nobody moves like that. You ever seen the black woman dancing? Nobody moves like her. Nobody on this planet moves like her. Other people can copy her and they can get almost there, but they just can't put the cherry on top because only the black woman can move like that. You ever listen to the black woman's voice? Only she could sound like that. Only she sounds like that, man. Only she sounds like that, right? When you hear her voice, oh man, you just go, whoo, right? Right? But when you hear an imposter, and I don't mean no disrespect, when you hear somebody other than that was not made in that line, was not made from that type of vibration, and they speak and they move, you could tell it's just a poor it's a poor trial to try to move like this woman or a woman. And some of them, man, for some of our brothers that never been around real sisters and real women, they may get caught up, man. They may get caught up, right? That's how come you gotta be tapped into the God, man. Because if you ain't tapped into the God, man, you ain't gonna be able to register these people's vibrations, man, when you're around them, man. Right? When you tapped into the God, man, you tapped into all good. It's all good. You automatically gonna know when something other than that is coming your way, man, because you've been tapped in with this all good. Anybody approaching you with that devilishment, you already see it coming. You can feel the vibration coming. But here, this society is built on deceit, and it's building more on deceit. We don't want to talk about Black history. Yeah, but this actually happened. Yeah, but we want to erase that. Let's erase that. Here come the LGBT. That's the white tribal supremacists. Now, here come the LGBTQ. Let's get rid of this X and Y chromosome stuff. People are people. Yeah, you people are people. I know, man. I would treat anybody, even a man, that put on a dress and wanted to be considered a woman, or have the same, have me, show the same respect I would show to a female. Okay, that's what you want to do, man. I mean, you know, I am not in the convincing business. I'm not in the, fire and brimstone business. That's not my business. My business is helping the dead come back to life. That's my business. That's the job I've been given. Right? Me and Brother Bolo, man, that's the same thing. I be telling people, man, me and this brother, man, we See, the easy job is dealing with them in the pool when they walk in to the church, right? They walk into the temple. Those are the easier ones to deal with. I said, but brother, we ain't. That's not our job. The ones that's sitting in the pews already. Our job is the ones that's in the alley, in the byways and the highway with their pants around their ankles. That's our job. Those are the ones we gotta at least give them. Just say, hey, look, you could live better, brother. Give them a word. Hey, you could live better, brother. Check this out, right? Shout out to Trey Ferg, man. Glad to have you in the building. Another good brother. Another good brother. I got so blessed over here, man. So many good people, man, come through here, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no nonsense, man. Just people asking real questions, right? And after we will go, look, you know, we get all huffing and puffing at each other, man. We hug and go home, right? The time me and Patrice was fussing at each other, right? She's got on the phone with me, man. She said, look, man. I said, look, Patrice. And we was talking for a minute, and then we just said, hey, look, man. Okay. All right. I see where you coming from. And she said, I see where you coming from. And I just want you to know that, brother. You know, I think this much of you, and I just want you. I just thought that maybe you could handle it a different way. I respected that. I said, okay, but I want to be. I said, but I don't want to promise you that I'm not going to be pure to what I feel. She said, I can respect that, but. And we put it to bed, man. We hugged and kissed and left, right? But I knew Patrice wasn't gonna do nothing to me, man. She loved me too much. What she gonna do? What she gonna do? Anyway, man. Anyway, but what does this mean for you? What does this type of stuff mean for you and me? And see, there's gonna be points where remember Peter was he was like a strong soldier for Jesus, right? Somebody tried to touch Jesus. What? Peter was the first one, like, wow, right? He said, Peter was one for gaffling people, right? Hey, what? Hold, right? So, he said, man, Peter said, man, I never leave you, right? When he started breaking down what was going to happen after he left, man, after he got gaffled up, Peter was like, man, I'm solid with this, man. You hear me? I'm solid. Ain't nobody gonna rock me. I would never walk away from you. Jesus said, man, you gonna deny me 3 times for the crow, for the crows cock 3 times. Well, you gonna deny me 3 times for the crow, for the not crow, excuse me, the rooster crows 3 times, right? You want to get these passages right, go to Bolo TV. He will clean up the stuff that I'm saying, right? I'm the great paraphraser. But the point is, man, he told Peter, you gonna have a lapse too, man. I know you a soldier, and I know you my strong soldier. But even you gonna have a decision to make, and you gonna make the wrong decision. I could see it in you. I could see it in you. You're like, man, what you talking about? Soon they gaffle up Jesus, right? They go, hey, there's one of them. He was with him, right? And Jesus didn't say nothing. Yeah, that's my man. He was with me. Jesus didn't say nothing. He let Peter say how the situation was gonna go. Peter like, remember what's that movie, man? South Central. He said, hey, Bobby. The police said, hey, Bobby, who was with you when you did this drive-by? We got a name. Who is this person? Bobby said, never heard of him, right? Peter said, never heard of him. I never heard of this cat. What you talking about? I wasn't with them. What you talking about? I'm down with the Jews and the Romans, baby. I'm down with the payola. You coming to the temple? Put that cash on the table, baby. You want a prayer? Put that cash on the table. The Romans even took it this far. The Romans said, hey, I can get your grandfather. Your grandfather's in purgatory. I can get your grandfather out of purgatory. Kick in. What? You can get grandpa to purgatory? Yeah, he's there right now. How do you know? Oh, I got a direct line to the God. I got a direct line to God, man. Don't you know that? I don't want to sit here. We can just pick up the phone. Hey, God, who's in purgatory right now? Well, let's see. There's Bro C, there's Rico, there's Vaughn, just a bunch of scallywags in there, right? we don't want to get Vaughn, we don't want to get Rico, but we want to get Bro C out. Let's pay somebody to get Bro C out. Bro C was not with the resistance. Let's get him out. Right? But Peter was like, nah, I don't know them cats. Later on, they was going through the Roman government, the Roman soldiers going through the city again. They run into Peter again. Hey, and somebody say, hey, he's one of them. He was with this dude. He was with that dude. Jesus said nothing again. Peter's like, oh, no. I never heard of him. I never heard of him. Right? One more time. They run into Peter. I never heard of him. The Roman soldiers. I never heard of him. I don't know. Jesus. What? Who? You mean Jesus? No. Jesus. Jesus. Shout out to Marcus. That's for our Latino brothers, right? They would name somebody Jesus in a heartbeat, right? Shout out to our Latino brothers and sisters, man. But hey, man. But they said, man, hey, look. The point was, Jesus could see in Peter that he was going, when he had to make that decision, he was going to have to fold up, right, to keep his life. What about you? You going to have to fold up to keep your job? What about you? You going to have to fold up to keep getting the money that you're getting? Keep your house? Keep your livelihood? You're going to have to accept the lie that a man that has had an operation is now a female? You're going to have to accept that? Or you're going to have to promote that as this person is actually a female? I don't have no problem with you. If you want to get an operation and, declare yourself a female, you born a man, you want to declare yourself a female, I don't have no problem with that. I'm not going to, you got access to these books. You know what God says about that, those things. So I'm not here to bash no one. If that's how you feel you have to live your life, okay, live your life. And if you want me to respect that, I will even go as far as to respect that. Here's where I draw the line. I'm going to draw the line when I have to address you as a female, as I have to act like you are actually a real female, a natural female. When you put me in that situation, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tell somebody that you're a natural female. You're not a natural female. You're a trans female. I will give you that. I will accept that. I will say, hey, you're a trans female, because that's what you are. That's the truth. You're not a female just because you removed the penis and the gonads. That doesn't make you a female. You're either a female at birth or you're not. You're either a female at birth or you're not. There is no, So I'm willing to respect your decision to go ahead and make that happen. I know some of my team don't. They don't even. They say, "Nah, forget that. I ain't even doing that." I'm willing to, but I'm saying you can't expect me. I'm gonna draw the line when you tell me that I have to tell my son or tell my daughter or tell my granddaughter that you're a woman. You're not. You're a trans woman. You're a biological man that went through this operation to look more further like a female. And you're doing everything to have the appearance of a female. But that's it. That doesn't mean you deserve to be disrespected. That just means that that's the truth of the situation. But like I say, that's not my call whether that's right or wrong. You have these books. You can look into these books for yourself to see whether that's something as a man you should be pursuing, something as a female you should be pursuing. That's something that has to, resonate with you. You read these books and it doesn't resonate with you, okay, cool. But like I said, that's not my call. I'm not a judge of nobody. I can't judge no man or female. I can't judge anyone. I can only try to support you into the light of the Lord. Because maybe you did that, made that decision, cut everything off, and now you wish you hadn't. You're mad. You wish you had not done that, and you want to come back into a fuller understanding. Okay, so we supposed to just not let you come into a full understanding because you made that decision? Jesus came. Jesus came because the world is in such a situation. See, things were really simple when Noah was here. Real simple. Real simple. Either you with God or you not with God. Real simple. Right? Wasn't no you. It was real simple. The people that wasn't with God was the outcasts. Those people was the outcasts. Right? When you come up to Moses, same thing, but less and less. More people that's with God than not with God. So in other words, the people that ain't with God are considered the outcasts. By the time Jesus comes, the people that's not with God, the people that's with God are the outcasts, right? They are the outcasts, right? Jesus comes and say, before you had Jesus comes, everything was based on the bloodline. Don't be with these people, don't be with that people, don't be with this. But that has been going on so long. We got so many innocent people that was born out of the mixing of the bloodlines. We can't do that anymore. Now you need somebody that's going to teach, okay, it's not the bloodline, it's the behavior. It's not the bloodline that's going to save you. It's your behavior that's going to save you. Right? Before, even if the heathens did that, they had to go through so many hoops just to learn about God and get in with God. But there wasn't no like guarantee that they was going to be accepted, right? But Jesus comes and say, hey, this thing is so mixed up now. Let's worry about people's behavior. Let's don't worry about where they came from, who they are, let's worry about, are they doing right by God's people? Are they doing right by God's people? And everybody needs to be resurrected mentally and spiritually. They need a resurrection. I know I was resurrected. Like I said, y'all think Lazarus was gone, man. They had to send Lazarus to come get me, man. I was gone. I was gone. Yet I live. Now, think about how powerful God got to be for that. Anyway, y'all, let me get back to it because I just want y'all to think, man. See, it's coming. It's coming. And it's coming from all sides. The white tribal supremacists don't want Black history taught. You gonna make my kids mad. You gonna make my kids feel bad. I don't want them to feel bad. So let's just eliminate Black history. Let's just tell these kids a lie that these people actually was like, hey, take us with you, right? Like Prince, take me with you, right? all these Blacks that came over here in shackles and chains, they said, take me with you, right? That's what the white tribal supremacists want us to do. Now the rainbow community wants us to, hey, no, stop teaching science. Stop teaching mathematics. Mathematics is the basis of the universe. If we stop teaching mathematics, come on, y'all. Let's always be respectful. Some of these people, man, made this decision based on some trauma they had as a child that never was rectified. And as an adult, they feel that the only way they can rectify it is to switch genders. Come on, player. Let's just be real about it. Not their fault a lot of times. Not their fault. They was finagled into it. They was diddled as a child, and or ARPed, or something happened traumatic to them that made them feel that being the gender that they was born, that's not where they should be. A lot of times, it's not their fault. It's not. They didn't come up with that on their own. Hey, you know what? I'm just sitting around the house. I just decide, hey, I just want to be the other gender, right? Most of them are not like that. Most of them, something happened, and the only way they feel like they can get equilibrium between their mind, body, and soul is to switch genders. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy to someone who hasn't went through that trauma. You haven't went through that trauma. You haven't been there. You haven't been diddled. You haven't had this situation happen to you, ARPed. You haven't been overtaken. You haven't had this stuff happen to you. So you don't understand. You don't understand. Well, Clarence, you saying it's right? Man, I say getting God is right. That's right. That's the only right thing we can all do. I can't, how as a sinner like me, gonna tell somebody else they wrong for what they doing? I can't do it. I can tell you that you find it in the book where it's cool, that's cool, then you good. You find it in these books where it's cool, then you good. But if you can find it in the book and you find out that it's not cool, but you already made the decision, now you're trying to say, I mean, how can I get back on the reservation? I've already made this decision. But see, sometimes we so judgmental, man. Even after they done made this decision, man, we won't let them back on the reservation because we tell them, you just this and you just that, you just this and you just that. Brother Clarence ain't like that, man. I take Jesus' approach, man. I talk to anybody. I ain't gonna put them down because I don't know what happened to them to cause them to be in that position, right? People talk about these prostitutes and these drug addicts and stuff. You don't know what happened to them, man. You think most of these people didn't just wake up one day and say, you know what? I'm gonna be a drug addict. I'm gonna lose my house, lose my family, lose my job, lose everything, all my teeth, everything. Most of these people didn't do that. I'm gonna live on the sidewalk. Most people didn't decide that. Most of the people that's out there, something happened to them and they couldn't rectify it, man. And next thing you know, they was stuck in a situation that they couldn't get out of because why? They trying to find God and they think they can find it in a needle. They think they can find it in the high of having sex with multiple people every day. They think they can find they do whatever they got to do to try to step over that memory of that trauma. Family. I know they got trauma, but we got rights too. And we shouldn't have to lie to our children. We shouldn't have to lie to anyone, right? If somebody want to lie, that's on them. But you shouldn't be able to force me to lie, right? All right, let's get back to the story real quick, man. We almost done, y'all. We almost done. Let's see. Complaints. Wait a minute. Hold on. Dr. Vorka also stated that human sex is determined by chromosomes X and Y, and their reproduction must occur between a male and a female to continue the human species. That's something that he got fired for, right? Wait a minute. Is that a lie? Reproduction must occur between a male and a female to continue the human species, right? Is that true or is that not true? Oh, now you offending us because you what? Anyway, First Liberty stated last June in the course of teaching human anatomy and physiology, he made these statements in every class for 20 years without any incident or complaint. Complaints against Varkey that ultimately led to his firing said he engaged in religious preaching, discriminatory comments about homosexuals, and transgender individuals, anti-abortion rhetoric, and misogynistic banter. I don't know. I haven't heard any of that yet. Maybe I'll try to get this guy to come on, man, and talk about this. And that his teaching pushed beyond the bounds of academic freedom with his personal opinions that were offensive to many individuals in the classroom, according to a letter from the law firm. On November 28, 2022, four of Varkey's students walked out of his class when he stated that sex was determined by X and Y chromosomes, just as he had done dozens of times before. All right, y'all. We listen. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. We're getting down to the nitty gritty where they're asking us to lying, right? I'm just telling you, you got to decide what you're going to do. When they come up to your job and they say, Annie, this is Jim right here. What you going to do? Yeah, I say show respect to Jim. I say show Jim the respect. Good afternoon. Good to meet you. Right? But if I can tell that Jim is actually a female dressed as a male, okay, I got to figure out how I'm going to handle that. I'm never going to tell you to go show somebody disrespect in the name of the Lord. You need to go disrespect this person in the name of the Lord. Nah, that ain't me. But I know Geno Jennings and guys like that, they're going to say, you should go out and just be disrespectful to them because, you got to stand up for the Lord. Really, the Lord needs me to stand up? The maker of this universe needs me to stand up for him. Bro, Clarence got an issue with that. But, okay, you got to decide what you're going to do. You got to decide what you're going to do. How you going to handle this, people? How y'all going to handle this? Because it's coming for you. It's coming for your children in the public school system. It's coming for them. It started in the high schools. Now it's down in the middle schools. It's going to get down to the elementary schools. My granddaughter has a young man in her class right now. I'm not going to say his name, but she has a boy that she sits at the same table as him. It's four of them to a table. 6-year-old young boy. Let me tell you, this young man peed in his pants so that he could have to take his pants off so he could wear his jacket as a dress. How you know this, Clarence? You don't know him? No. My wife helps out at the school. So she's privy to a lot of stuff. And the young man knew he didn't have a change of pants. So he wet his pants on purpose. And they asked him, did you have a change of clothes? He said, no, I don't. So he had left the pants out somewhere, right? So my wife helps out in the classroom. So she took his pants and started putting them in his backpack. She realized he got a whole another pair of pants. So obviously he's done this before, right? His parents put a whole another pair of pants in there. She said, hey, little boy, wait a minute. But meanwhile, he's out on the field playing with everybody with his jacket wrapped around him like a dress. Oh, yeah. 6 years old. 6 years old. Who knows what happened to this little fella? Who knows what happened to the little fella, man? But that's where he's at. That's where he's at. That's why, listen, y'all. We trying to put the manhood training together, man. For cats like that, man, we could catch them, man, before they make the ultimate sacrifice. The ultimate sacrifice. And maybe with God's help, they can be put in a place where that kind of decision don't even have to come across their radar, right? They can resolve any kind of trauma they got going on, but they're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. brothers and sisters, if there's nobody out there to do that teaching, right? We are trying to put the program together, man. Me and my team, man, I got an awesome team. And we trying to put this thing together, man. These young men, man, they don't have to make a decision like they won't even have to do that, man. I'm not saying they ain't gonna get traumatized, because in a wicked world like this, man, trauma is in every direction. The football coach, the after school program, there's trauma in coming from there's wickedness coming from every direction at these kids, man. At us as adults, let alone these little kids that don't know one word of God's word. They don't know one word of it. They ain't never been taught God's word. But guess what? When they hear it and it resonates with them, they know. They know where that word came from. They know. They're God's people. They know. They've just been removed from God's word, and they've been given the value system of America and Europe. That money is the greatest thing that matters. Money and power and your ability to attract women, attract females. That's what matters in America. Right? You see two men walk into the same place, man. They are saying to themselves, I mean, this is how deep it go. They saying to themselves, look at him. He probably think he can get more women than me. I mean, you hear it on the internet, right? I get more women than you. I get more women than you. I get more women than you. I got a better car than you. I got more money than you, right? Now I'm a better person. Not better person, excuse me. Now I've helped so many people. I'm trying to help God touch some more people. Let's do this together. Let's work together. No, most of them are threatened by each other. Right? Because of you being in America, this is what you normally do. If you walk into a room full of maybe 2 or 3 other men, you start sizing them up to other men. This is a unconscious thing that we do as men in America. You start sizing up the other men to see where you rank in the sexual desirability of a woman that will probably come in the room. Right? I don't do that, man. Once I got into some certain information, I don't do that. I don't rank myself. Cause why? I feel like it's no big deal. If I really want to pursue and have sex with somebody, I mean, if I was single, if I really want to pursue and have sex with somebody, I know how the right way to do it. And if I get rejected, that's a benefit to me. That means something was wrong there. But see, most of our men, they don't even look at things like, hey, something was wrong here. They look at rejection like, I ain't get what I want. I'm frustrated. You only want it because you want the pleasure. But pleasure is yours if you're willing to work for it. But you can't have pleasure with no work. That's what America sings the song. You can have pleasure with no work. Hey, come online. I can show you how to make money. Look at them fools getting in traffic, going to work every day. But you don't have to do that. You can sit at home and do crypto, right? Do crypto, right? What is crypto? It's nothing. What you mean it's nothing? No, it's one person who's waiting for somebody dumber than him to come and pay more for nothing. Huh? That's basically what it is. It's nothing. Oh, we got this coin, they backed up by this. No, they're not. Not backed up by nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. There's no intrinsic value, nothing. But hey, we've been told, hey, it's the new thing. Crypto, 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 right? And who's using it the most? Who's using it the most? Kidnappers, right? Kidnappers, other villains, right? Okay, whatever. I'm not. That's a whole nother river I'm going down, man. Let me stick to what we're talking about, right? Vaughn said I'm working a little late. Vaughn, Vaughn, you're supposed to drop everything when we do a live stream. I'm just kidding, Vaughn. Of course, I understand you guys do a lot of stuff, man. Vaughn is another very valuable helper of mine, man. But he's busy. He got his own life to live too, right? He got a right to do some other things outside of helping. Let's talk about a Black life, right? Shout out to Von Bryan and his family. Sister Annie said, "Hey, yes, praying for favor and resources for your organization, Brother Clarence. Yeah, our organization." Because I need your help, sis. I need everybody's help. Everybody, everybody on the home team, y'all know, man, y'all right there. So I need everybody's help. What you comfortable working with. You know what I mean? Whatever we can't do together, we got to figure it out how we gonna get it done, right? But I love y'all, man. I got such an awesome team, man. Man, I don't see nothing but us, just moving forward. Is there gonna be some weeds in the way? Yeah, of course there's gonna be some weeds in the way. There's gonna be a snag or two here or there. It's no problem. That's anything worth having or worth making that's gonna do right, man. It's gonna be a snag here or there. I understand that. I expect that. It's no problem, right? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no problem, man. Snags come with success, right? You think you're just gonna walk into success? I'm here. No. No. You only go so far, boop, you hit a ceiling. You got to figure out how to cut through that ceiling. And you get through that ceiling, you start going up, and then boop, you hit another ceiling. Right? So there's always gonna be a snag here or there. That's fine. All right, y'all. Let's get to it, man. We're about to wrap this thing up, man. Let's wrap this thing up. Let's see. First Liberty argued his teachings are supported by his education and experience in his field, as well as his religious beliefs. Okay. But throughout his employment, he never discussed with any student his personal views, religious or otherwise, on gender or sexuality. As an adjunct professor, Varkey taught human anatomy and physiology at St. Philip's College to more than 1,500 students over 22 years, where he taught the same principle he was fired for this year, according to First Liberty. First Liberty, at the time, said that the college participated in unlawful religious discrimination in employment under the First Amendment and Title 7 of Civil Rights Act of 1964. Argued Varkey believes that he is obligated as a Christian and as a professor to teach accurate concepts that comport with his many years of research and study in the field of human biology. Several members of Congress weighed in on the lawsuit after the lawsuit was filed and called for Varkey to be reinstated. St. Philip's College did not return Fox Digital request for comment. Okay, y'all. They're coming. They're coming for us. They're coming for us. Right? Who's they? Who's the they, Clarence? They coming for us. They coming for our children. This wicked society. They want to spin them around suck them in like a tornado and spin them around and spit them out. They want to put the taint on them, the taint and the paint on them, and then spit them out. And now the person that was spun around in that tornado, they become a little tornado. And they just put all these little tornadoes out, and now you got to bend down to what the tornadoes want, right? It's coming, y'all. It's coming. Think about your square. Think about your square. Every man has to stand on a square. What's the square? What does the square represent, Clarence? The square represents, that's your foundation. That's what you believe. That's what you are looking to be. You're looking to be this person that's on this square. You're looking to personify the values of what you believe when you standing on that square. What happens is the world is so wicked, they keep trying to push you from every direction off that square. They try to push you off your square. And then when they push you off your square, they say, see, Vaughn, you didn't really believe in God. See, you didn't believe in God because, see, I saw you do that thing. I saw what you did the other night, right? Right? I saw what you did last summer, Vaughn. Right? Right? They say, see, Clarence, You said you was a Muslim, right? See, you did this or did that, right? See, I knew you wasn't. And so they use the wicked will use the people that's trying to follow God's way and wisdom. They use our defects as a way to uh, validate them not having to actually follow the word. They said you can't even follow it, Clarence, and you claiming all this stuff. You can't even follow it. I know I can't. Why you think? I know I'm a sinner. That's why I had to stay with it. I had to stay with it, man. I can't have no real crazy friends, man. I can't. I gotta have people that at least want to do right. Well, we all trying. Ain't none of us perfect, but I gotta be with people that want to do right. At least want to. I can't. I can't mess around, man. I'll get caught up in a minute. You know, I was say when you on parole, you can't hang out with no other parolees. You can't hang out with nobody else that's did bad stuff. That's me, man. I can't hang out with nobody doing bad stuff currently. Right? I got I done did a bunch of bad stuff on my own. I'm trying to stay away from that, man. Gotta walk away. But more importantly, family, we gotta not judge. See, some people think, man, when you say you got to hold your line, that means you got to judge people that's not holding your line. I can't judge nobody. Family, we can't judge anybody. We don't know what they went through. Yeah, I'm going to judge you because you don't look at things the way I look at them. That's crazy. You didn't grow up like me. You can't. How we going to do that? We got to, our family, our people need help. You see what's coming for them. You see what's coming for them, right? I see the handwriting on the wall, man. They're going to have our babies so mixed up, man. They're going to have our babies so mixed up that our babies will be calling men women and women men. Or they'll come up with some other term that they can call them that acknowledges the fact that they do. And I'm not, believe me, I'm not being disrespectful. If anybody in rainbow community is listening, I'm not being disrespectful. I don't think that disrespect is the answer, but I don't think that forcing other people to accept your truth. See, I don't have to accept your truth because you don't have to accept mine. My truth is that I believe that X and Y chromosomes determine gender. My truth is slavery was a real situation. But see, you don't want to accept my truth. You don't want to accept my truth. You want to accept your truth. Your truth. Oh man, we're not gonna call them slaves. What they call them, Vaughn? Unpaid workers. We're gonna call them unpaid workers. Right? I mean, that's like taking an iceberg and chipping all of it, everything that's above the surface of the water off, right? I mean, that is a lot to ask, right? All I'm saying is, hey, let's not lie. Because when you lie, you can't find the truth. We have to tell the truth to find the truth. But when we lie, while we know we lie, right? Can we really find the truth? We got a sister mayor out here in LA. Shout out to Karen Bass. First thing she did when she got in office, she changed the name of the homeless. She called them unhoused. Well, now you can't call them homeless. So right away, boom, there's less homeless now. Because we can't call these people homeless no more. We call them unhoused. So she's fixing the homeless situation because we ain't calling them. It's all how everything is presented. It's everything is presented. But see, what this wicked society wants is you to be so caught up in your life and give it to your employer and give it to the merchants of death. You buy a car and then now you got to worry for how you gonna do it and pay for this car. But somebody got you all emotionally excited about it, right? I hate taking my wife car shopping. I told her, you're going to buy your next car. I'm not me. I'm not going. And she gets all excited over the car. Yeah. And then when we get home, man, I don't even think I really like this. I'm like, girl, I'm about to, I'm going to pull all your hair out your head. Right. But if you're a person that knows you get all like, you know, emotional over a purchase, man, don't do it or let somebody else do it. See me, I'm in and out of there. You ain't got what I want, I'm gone. I don't want to negotiate. Well, see, what we can do is instead of you having what you want, you get this instead. No, I don't want to take nothing instead. But do you know what the key to that is? You know what the key to that is, y'all? Don't put yourself in a position where you have to compromise. Don't even put yourself in that position. Right? One time I went to buy a car. You know why I bought the car? Because my other car went out. The piston blew out. I blew a piston rod in the car as I was driving, right? It was an old car. Old car. And I just, man, I was supposed to, that car was so old, I should have been putting oil in that car every day. I put oil in the car maybe once a month, right? Still wasn't enough. Blew piston rod right when I was driving. Piston went right through the hood of the car, right? I was like, dang, man, I had to pull over, tow it off. So, hey, when I had to, that was on a Saturday. I had to be at work on Monday, right? What did I do? I went straight from the next day. I went to the car dealership, right? But I had to have a car. Now I keep 2 or 3 cars. I keep 2 or 3 cars now. But that back then, right? I didn't know no better, right? I was just like, man, I only had that one car. I keep a couple cars now, so I don't have to do that no more, right? But the point is, don't put yourself in a position where you have to negotiate on what you want. So how do we do that? How do we do that? Only deal with good people. Clarence, that's easy for you to say because, you got Annie and Risa and Patrice and Rico and Bolo and Vaughn and all these people in the chat. You got everybody in the chat, you got all these people, man. So that's easy for you to say. Look at me. I'm tripping. I got this up here. That's easy for you to say, Clarence. You dealing with all this stuff. You dealing with all these good people you got. I listen to me. Listen to me good. I've been praying for these people that's around me now. I've been my whole life asking for God for these people. I've been asking my whole life for them. You hear me? I've been asking for my whole life for some people that may not get me all the way, but they get most of me. And they give me enough respect that even though I may say something, they go, okay, Clarence. Right? But at least they respect me and I respect them. I've been praying for these people. Von Bryan didn't just come out of nowhere. I've been praying for Von Bryan. Any didn't come out of nowhere. I've been praying for any. Risa didn't come out of nowhere. I've been praying for Risa. I've been praying for Patrice. I've been praying for Rico. Yeah, but Rico crazy, Clarence. I know. But I've been praying for him. I've been praying for him. I've been praying for Bolo TV. I've been praying for these people my whole life. I just ran into them in my 50s. Are you going to have some patience sometimes? Are you going to have some patience sometimes? I've been around way more bad people than the good people that's around me now. I've been asking God for these people for forever, for all my life. I didn't run into them until I hit my 50s because I had to get right. God would have sent them to me earlier. They would have been like, ugh, get away from me. I had to clean myself up. That's why they wasn't there. I had to get myself together. I had to get myself into a point where he could pour into me and it would respond to the vibration that they got and their vibration would respond to me. Not their fault, mine. But when I finally got on the good foot, right? When I finally said, hey, God, just please help me. Please help me. I was so bad, man. I was so bad. I was so bad. I mean, never did nothing with kids and like that, man. But I just was so bad. I was so bad, so disrespectful, man. And I knew I could be a better person. I just didn't know how. All I knew was the wicked world and the value system that they had. And I put myself, even though I had been getting the word little by little on this side, I still had the same value system till finally stop. You can't do it for yourself, Clarence, and I got a job for you. So I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna stop you right here. Now, Clarence, if you got your eyes open, you're gonna recognize this gonna look like a bad thing, but it's actually a good thing. Huh? It looked like it's bad, but it's a good thing. Right? And I'm not doing something to you, I'm doing something for you. But you need to accept and understand that. Sometimes a lot of our people don't know the real word. They don't know the real word. And so they think God is doing stuff to them instead of for them. And they can't accept the blessing because their heart is so crazy, man, because of stuff that have happened. And they still, they can't let go of these value system of the real world, right? If I follow that teaching, the girls ain't gonna be on me. Yeah. Probably not. Probably not. But I need girls, Clarence. I gotta have the girls, man. What are the other men gonna think about me if I ain't get no girl? I don't know. Probably what they think about me. Look at him. He's just an old man. The difference is, what do I care what they think? I care what he think, not what they think. Who cares? Who cares what they think? Man, thank you, Vaughn. Who cares? Who cares what a wicked? Listen to me. And Vaughn said this a long time ago. Man, he said, man, if the world appreciates you and love you, if a wicked world appreciate and love you, uh-oh. Uh-oh. You might want to ask some questions there. But if the wicked ones, they hate you, that's probably what's going to happen, man, if you're telling the truth. They're going to hate you and despise you. They're going to look at you as, they're going to have 5 different types of ways to be able to hate you. Right? Right? Who cares? Who cares if the devil hates you, man? If the devil hate me, so what? I got a problem if God don't like me. Yeah, that's what you said, Vaughn. There. Think it's strange when all men speak well of you. Especially wicked men. Right? The devil said, Vaughn, that Vaughn is my man. That Vaughn is my man. Because he is my man. They claim, man, they are my man. They're my dude. Bolo, that's my dude. They'll say, hey, wait a minute. You like me? Hold on. Wait a minute. I got to rethink this situation, man. I don't mind God saying, well done, Clarence. Well done. Well done, Vaughn. Well done, Polo. Well done, Rico. Right? I don't mind that. But God say, hey, because this is what God do. People think, man, oh, man, God is punishing me. No. What God is going to do, if you don't want to follow the program, he's going to say, okay, I'm going to step away. I'm going to let you do you. That's pretty much what God's going to do. I'm going to step away. I'm bringing this information to you so that you could use it, but you got to tap in to really use it. Right? You got to really tap in because you ain't going to really able to get the full meanings of these books. And every time you read it, you might pick up another lesson. Oh, Clarence, I read a story about Adam and Eve. Well, I read it frontwards, backwards, all that. I don't care how many times you read it, you will find something else. It's just like when y'all know, y'all out there watch these reruns, Sanford and Son, Jefferson's, all these. And every time you watch that rerun, you see something else in it. Oh, I didn't know that person was doing that. I didn't see that in the background. I didn't see that in the background. I didn't see that, right? But you still watch these same reruns, right? And you see something else. Oh, I didn't know Barney Fife had his gun pistol out. That happened, right? You hey, so the same thing with the Bible, man. You can read it a whole bunch of times. Quran, you can read it a whole bunch of times, and you can say, oh man, wait a minute. That makes more sense now that I think about it, that this went this way. This is what that probably means, as because it relates to this situation, and you get more out of it, right? That's what anything, man. Right? You watch Martin. Oh, I didn't know that Cole was in over there. I didn't see bruh man was holding another sandwich in the other hand, right? So you see all kind of other stuff when you rerun this stuff over and over again. Same thing with these books. You read them again and read them again and read them again. You'll get something out of it. You get something new out of it. You'll find something new in it. But you got to be tapped in. The point is you got to be tapped in, right? Because like the Quran say, the book is sealed to the disbeliever. It's sealed to the disbeliever. What do you mean it's sealed? You mean it's stuck? You can't open it? Oh no, you can open it. You can open it. You can read the words, but the real meanings to help you understand how to deal with this wicked situation that we got going on is sealed to you if you're not a believer in the Lord. Right? You got to believe in God and tap into the way God thinks about things, and then this stuff is going to start opening more and more and more and more and more to you. Family, it's the only hedge we got in a wicked society, man. Only hedge we got. Truth. God and truth. That's all. That's all we got. That's all we got. That's all our children got. Because they're attacking our children in these public schools. Hey, we don't want you teaching about Black history. Why? Because my children come home asking me too many questions. We don't want you teaching about how the mathematics behind how gender is occurs in during fertilization. What? Why not? Because you making me feel bad. I'm in the rainbow community, and you making me feel bad. That makes me feel like I'm not somebody because you start talking about the truth of that situation. Family is coming from all directions. Remember the flood? Remember the flood? Noah's Ark? The flood. The water came from all directions. Everything came from all directions. Right? And the people couldn't resist it. Right? In the Quran, Noah had a son, man. Son said, man, I'm gonna run to the tallest mountain. My feet ain't gonna touch no water. Right? Boy, crazy, right? I got a son like that. Boy, just crazy. Right? I mean, I say he's maturing very, very slowly. How about that? How about that? I say he's maturing very, very slowly. Right? He told me, man, I got a party to go to for my granddaughter this Friday. He told me, hey, man, I'm not paying for this party because I took her to Disneyland. I said, but you agreed to go to Disneyland. You made that decision after you agreed to do what you did with me, that we was going to do this party at this other place. He said, well, just cancel it. I said, wait. This little girl been telling her friends, telling all of it. No, we're not doing that. Just because you decided during the week you want to take her to Disneyland. No, we're not doing that, son. Well, then I'm not paying. I said, that's okay. You ain't got to pay. I'm your father. I know you. I know you was capable of doing something like that. So I ain't even, that's okay. You ain't got to do it. When I talked to him like that, he said, well, just let me know how much you want me to pay. I said, okay. I ain't asking for nothing. His mama asking him, you ain't going to let your father pay all that. You're not going to let your father pay for all that, right? I keep telling my wife, don't tell him that. Hey, he'll see for himself. When it all come down, he gonna want to not be that person that was, hey, I'm not, I'm you don't want to be that person. Nobody wants to be that person. But they got issues, and they just, some people stuck. Sometimes it take a long time for them to get unstuck. It took me a long time to get unstuck. Then some people, man, they can just get unstuck, right? But family, I'm gonna close out here. Um, don't don't think to yourself, man, I'm not worth anything because I don't have a big fancy car. I'm not worth anything because I don't have a big fancy house. That doesn't mean you're worth anything. Any fool can go into the liquor store and buy a lotto ticket and get a whole bunch of millions of dollars. That don't mean he's a good person. That don't mean she's a good person. But see, this world has taught you that money follows the good people. And typically it's the reverse. Typically it's the reverse. Let us follow God and let's see where God drops us off. How about that? How about that, y'all? How about that? But Clay, we follow God. We can't laugh. Are you kidding me and my team? We make fun of each other all the time, right? I make fun of Vaughn. I make fun of Eddie. I make fun of Risa, Rico, Bolo, all of them. They make fun of me. Well, I mean, we kid each other all the time, right? That don't mean you can't have fun. I mean, you can't do some, while you trying to do some good work. That don't mean you're going to agree all the time, right? I've been fussed at by Risa, been fussed at by any, been fussed at, oh my God, Patrice, oh my God, Rico, oh my God, cussed out. I even got a couple shots from Vaughn and Bolo, right? But what are they going to do? They love me. What are they going to do? They might get mad at me and fuss at me, right? They might step off the podium for a minute, right? But they ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. They know I love them too much. They ain't going nowhere. None of these people. They know I love them too much. And if I don't hear from them in a few days, I'm going to be looking them up, right? But that's the kind of friendship we building over here, man. We're not perfect. None of us are perfect. But those are the kind of people you should be looking for in your life, family. People that support you, man. People that push you forward. I know, Fawn. I know. You people they're gonna push you forward, right? They're not gonna let you slack. They're gonna push you. They're gonna push you because they see your potential. They see it in you. And same thing with you. You see it in them. And you push them to whatever they put on the table, whatever they bring to the table, and they say, "Hey, Clarence, can you help me push this program?" I'm helping you push whatever I can help you with. But I like that. I like that. See, when you have a team like that, when you have people like that, man. So you got 5 people in the chat. But Clarence, Kevin Samuels had 19,000 in the chat. So what? So what? I'd rather have 5 strong soldiers. I'd rather have 5 strong soldiers. I could take 5 and save so many lives. We're gonna take 5. We're gonna take that 5 and we're gonna save so many lives out here, man. That 19,000 that Kevin Samuels had, all he did was uh, uh, increase the divorce rate. Uh, tell men that it was okay for them to be disrespectful and repugnant to their wives just because they made a certain amount of money. It was okay for the husband to do whatever he wanted to do. How do you take advice from somebody that ain't got no time, no dug in time in marriage? You ain't got no dug in time. I mean, I've been married the first 10 years. The first 10 years is that's the preamble. That's the warm-ups. The first 10 years is just the warm-ups. You ain't really in no marriage till after you start passing that 10-year mark. You start doing 11, 12, 15, 17, 20, and on and on and on. Now you talking about marriage. Because guess what? You been to a funeral or two together. You done cried together. You done sat in the middle of the floor crying about something together. You done welcomed in some children together. You don't have to take a family member and put that family member out of your circle together. You don't have some money issues together. You don't have some questions on authority together. You done had some times where you couldn't agree. You done had some angry times. You done had some loving times. See, the first 10 years, that's the warm up. That's a warm up. I've been married, Clarence. I've been married 5 years. Oh, you didn't even make it. You didn't even make it past the warm ups. You know, like when you go to a basketball game, you go see the Lakers down at Staples or Crypto Arena or whatever. You go down there, man. You see them doing the layup drills and the shooting drills. That's the warm ups. That's the first 10 years of marriage. The warm ups. That's the same thing with friendships. That's just the warm ups. You're gonna see when you start handling some what do you call that? Some adverse situations together. That's when you see who you really got. That's when you see. Right? You see who you got when you put the call out, right? Right? In Islam, the Adhan does the call. Come to prayer, come to prayer, come to prayer. Right? He calls out, come to prayer. Right? He does the call to prayer early. Who's coming? See, are you coming? Oh yeah, I came the first 5 years. I came. How about the next 5? How about the next 15? Are you coming to prayer? Hmm? I got a team, man. My team. Hey man, I just put the word out, man. Hey, this is what we need to do, and I need some help. I got footprints on me, man. They came running so fast, right? I got my team, man. They put footprints on my back, man. I'm like, golly, they come running. I pray for these people, man. I pray for these people, and God bless me with them. God bless me with them, man. You know what I mean? So, oh, Clarence, they just caping for you. No, I done got fussed out by each and every one of them. Each and every one of them. So they ain't caping. They not doing something to me. They doing stuff for me. They do stuff for me. They try to hold me to a standard that they feel like, Clarence, you should. This is a standard that when we see you, we feel you represent this standard. Okay, so if you represent the standard, Clarence, then this is inconsistent. What you're doing here is inconsistent with that standard. So maybe you need to adjust that. Right? They done they done broke it down to me. But that's what I like. That I like genuine as opposed to fraudulent and you just trying to make me smile all the time and show me your teeth. Nah, I'd rather you tell me the truth. When it's teeth time, it's teeth time. But when it's not teeth time, it's not teeth time, right? Just got fussed at by Sister Annie about not even a week ago, right? Right? But I love it, right? I love it. I just go, right? Same thing with Patrice. Same thing with Risa. Right? And Risa will let the other two go first. And then when I know by the time Risa gets involved, I know I really done messed up. I need to way back up, right? Because Risa will let the other two handle it. But if Risa feel like, hey, now I need to step in there too, Risa get in there too. And I'm like, oh man. But I listen to them, right? I'm telling the truth, Risa. I listen to them, right? But I may not agree everything, right? We don't agree with each other. I mean, we different people. But the one thing is, I respect them all so much. I will listen to what they say and consider it highly. Yes, sir. All right, brother. Yeah, I would consider what they say very highly. And most of the time, I'll go with them. It's only if I really feel strongly about something, I will stay there because I'm a Taurus and, we hard-headed. But, but most of the time, I will really consider what they say. And I say, man, if most of them feel this way, then it's probably some teeth in that. Let me look at it different. Maybe I should take a look at it. Right? Maybe I should take a look at it. You know who's good for that too? Patrice. Patrice is really good at that, man. Patrice will make me think like, okay, if she's really this adamant about this situation, maybe I need to take another look at it. You know what I mean? She just come by herself, right? Sometimes. But what's the point, y'all? What's the point? I'm looking for this special person to come into my life. Okay. It might take a minute. I didn't find these people till I was in my 50s. Right? And we work like clockwork together. Right? So if you praying for the people that come around you to be good people to you, then it might take a minute. It might take a minute. But that's okay. Who time you on? Your time or God's time? You on God's time, right? We on God's time. God is the one that knows when our last day is. He got the date in he knows that date where it's our last day. We don't know. But we don't need to know. We got work to do. Why should we worry about something that's not our responsibility? That's his responsibility. Our responsibility is to do his work here. Make it manifest, right? Put these young men and young women to the side. I'm not personally going attempting to work with young women. I think that's going to be better handled by women. But I think, but they both need it. I'm just saying I'm gonna do my part with the young men, trying to guide them away from just an absence of knowledge and that's getting them caught up a value system that has them chasing money, going to prison chasing money, going to prison chasing sex. Just ridiculous, man. And so who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? It look like us, man. Like look like we gonna do it. Brother Von Bryant.
What's up, my brother?
What's going on with you, sir?
Man, I would be a liar if I didn't say I wasn't tired. It's just been a busy day, man.
Yes,
Real
sir.
busy day. But
Yes,
yeah, man, I just wanted to get up here and say, good job, young man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. just trying to represent the family, man. You know what I mean? Trying to represent out here, man. You know, and I just unfortunately, Vaughn, one of the truths that we have to face is that this world is changing, man, and it's not for the good, man. It's changing, and we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do when we get approached by these types of things, man. You know, so I'm just putting it out there, man. I'm just putting it out there. This dude got fired for telling the truth.
Yeah,
he got fired.
It's crazy, man. Yeah,
that is
it's like the people just want to run away from what the truth is.
Yeah,
and it's so strange, but man.
Well, see, here's the problem, Vaughn.
They would rather believe a lie than the truth.
Yeah, and if I can get you, if I can stop you from dealing with the truth, then I can give you my truth. Then I can give you my truth to take.
Yeah, it's like they replace the truth with a lie.
Yeah, man.
And then they just support that narrative.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And then you a bad person for bringing the truth.
Yeah, it's a form of gaslighting, isn't it?
Oh man, it's just terrible, man. It's just terrible. Man. But yeah, man. That's basically it, man. I wanted to put out here, man. It's like, hey, you family, we're gonna have to watch our step, and so if we're gonna walk in truth, man, we're gonna have to be ready to handle these situations in a smart way where you're not putting yourself at risk, but you're still telling the truth. How can you do that? Right? How are you gonna be able to do that? That's the thing. You have to figure that out. We have to figure that out for ourselves. Because I'm not going to be with you, Vaughn, when they come to you and say, in your new business, Vaughn, and everything's booming and money is flowing and everything. And then some of the rainbow people come up there and say, hey, you didn't call me a girl. We're going to go and shut you down. right?
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Yeah.
Right. And so
Crazy.
how's that gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? So we got to think about these things because it's coming. And then the main thing is I mean, they're coming for our children. They're coming for our children. They're
Yeah.
gonna have like my son, my baby boy was really indoctrinated by that, what that because I live on the West Coast. Well, you do too, but I
Yeah.
mean,
Me too. That's a
and a
good.
lot of these schools, man, they don't teach respect. See, I think you should teach respect. We should respect everyone. But I think to say that, okay, to respect you, I have to lie for you. No, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
What do you think, Vaughn?
Well, definitely. The teaching has gone out of the window. Because people are, just about going for anything. There's no good, wholesome training anymore.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Manners and all of those things like that have
right,
gone out of the window.
right,
There's no morality. So, what are
right.
you teaching when you're immoral yourself? You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
it's crazy, man.
Hey, man, Vaughn, if we took 100 young black men and we put them at a dinner table, they would know which napkin to put on their lap, which napkin to put in their shirt. They wouldn't know where to put the fork, where to put the glass. They wouldn't know nothing. They
Exactly.
don't even know how to do any of this stuff, man. So how can you have a clean table and a clean house? We don't even know what a clean table and a clean house looks like. And
Right.
if you don't have a clean house, how can you then go out and be successful in the world? Because your thoughts aren't clean. But here I am. I'm just talking, Vaughn. I'm just talking. But hey, Vaughn, let's get out of here, man. Because unless you got something else you want to go into, but let's get up out of here, man. I was just gonna close it up and let's shut up the shop. But
Yeah. Oh man,
any last words?
I just wanted to get up and, salute you, my brother, and let you know you're doing a good job, man. And we
Thank
we
you, my brother.
appreciate you out here in these cold YouTube streets. Because they're real cold now. They're real cold.
uh, okay, but Vaughn, let me tell you this, man. I appreciate you, brother. You always there, and even when you got stuff going on, man, you may not get to us right away, but you'll get to us when you get a minute, man. And
Yeah.
I appreciate everything, man. I appreciate all the hard work, just like Risa, Patrice, Rico, Bolo, all of y'all, man. But I'm telling you right now because I got you up here, man. I appreciate you
Sir.
and everything you do. Just man,
Thank
you
you.
don't realize what it means when you tap in and you come up here. You know what I'm saying? It's like any man. When you guys come up here, you guys, man, people respect you. And they respect y'all. Reese too. They respect y'all when y'all come up here, man. And they say, okay, this is some serious stuff, man, because Vaughn is up here. This is some serious stuff because Annie's up here, Reese is up here. This is some serious stuff here. Right?
Yeah,
So
hey, we're a close knit team, man, and
there you go. There you go.
we communicate not just on this platform, but outside of the platform. You know what I'm saying? And so we
Well,
build relationships.
like my mama, like my mom came from the projects, right? She said, "Man, if you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us." Right?
That's it. That's right. That's it. That's
I
how
didn't
it
do nothing
is.
to you, Clarence, but would you mess with Vaughn? You mess with any, so
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh man! All right, man. Love you, brother. Any last words, man? We're gonna wrap this thing up, man.
Nah, man, just enjoy the rest of your day or your night. Get some good rest, and pray that God gives us another chance tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Definitely, definitely.
Amen. All
All
right,
right,
bro.
Vaughn.
All
All
right.
right, man. Thank you for coming up, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right. That was the great Von Bryant, man. That was the great Von Bryant. Uh man. I'm so blessed, man. I'm so blessed. Now see Von Bryant, he said he was working, he was tired, but yet he clicked in. He clicked in just to check in. Hey, Clarence, just want to give you a little pat on the back. I told y'all, man, I've been praying for these people. I've been praying for these people. These people just said, that's amazing. You and Vaughn just ran into each other. That's amazing. You and Eddie just ran into each other. That's amazing. You and Risa, y'all ran into each other. That's amazing. You and Rico, you and Bolo, you and Patrice. That's amazing. Y'all just ran into each other. No, we didn't just run into each other. I've been asking this man for this God for them. I've been asking for them for all my life. I've been looking for these people. I've been looking for them. It ain't just happened. I know it looked like to y'all, man, because y'all may not believe in this God and his power and how far his hands can reach. But I believe, I know, I see it. Amazing, ain't it amazing, wondrous. Those are words you use for something that ain't even as close to this God. Amazing. That's you downplaying God using the words amazing and wonderful, right? Really, there's a language that only is a vibratory language that you can let God know what you actually think about him, because the English language, you can't put it in the English language. Not if you're a true believer. You can't, there's words that you could try to use, and God understands, okay, those are the best words they got at their disposal right now. But if you're going to be for real, can't even describe God with the English language. It wasn't meant for a God like this, the English language. Because there's some words, some things you can't translate into English. There's some things that you just can't translate into English. But that's another story. Let me get off of that, man. Let me get up out of here. We did 2 hours, y'all. What do y'all think, man? How y'all gonna handle when this society comes knocking? When they say, hey, Clarence. They say, hey, Clarence. We caught Vaughn. Vaughn was at the local college teaching that a man is a man and a woman is a woman. Clarence, you was with him. No, I wasn't. I never heard of Vaughn. I never heard of him. That's crazy talk. A man is a man and a woman is a woman. That's crazy talk. I would never agree with something like that. Family, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do. But I just want to show you what's coming. What is here now, it's here. It ain't coming, it's here. So you need to start getting your ducks in a row, how you gonna handle this, man. And see how we gonna move. I'm just showing you some of the ways that this world is coming after us, coming after our children, coming after everything that we trying to be better. Hey, I think we're doing the right thing by putting the Urban Warrior Academy together. I think we're doing the right thing, man, to try to turn some of this stuff around, reduce some of this crime, reduce some of this violence, right? These young brothers are doing all this violent stuff because they just don't know. They just don't know. They've been attached to these. They think that, hey, how you get it, however you get it is how you get it. However you get it is good. No. If that was the case, we would be reading about Judas and all the property that Judas bought and all the cars that Judas bought when Judas got paid, right? But Judas got paid. 30 pieces of silver, he's probably a millionaire at that time. But what happened to him? All right, family, let's go. All right, y'all. Only one. Let me shout everybody out, man. Then we're gonna be out of here, man. Let me do the rundown. Okay. The chat's where it's at, man. Shout out to the chat. Great mods in the chat. Great everything. Everybody acts really good in the chat, man. It took us a while. And then when Risa came on, I think the trolls understood that, man. They started seeing that, man, we don't play. We got somebody in here that would take you up out of here real quick, man. So shout out to Risa, all her work. Shout out to all the mods, by the way, right? Because we got different mods, do different things, right? Sister Annie greets people, Vaughn and everything like that, even Risa. But you don't want to be on the business end of Risa, man. You don't want to be on the business. You don't want to be on the business end, as my father used to say. Yeah, you don't want to be on the business end of Risa, man. So and everybody did a great job. Everybody acts right. Everybody does good, right? Family, these things that we doing and the love that we show to each other, man, it's going to permeate, man. It's people going to have to see when they get tired of all the drama that's going on out there, right? They're gonna want to see something that's working, moving in the right direction, man. They're gonna want to see it. They're gonna come over here so they can see it, right? Some of them can't handle it because they so indoctrinated with drama, man. They can't handle seeing people do good, right? It's like the Cosby effect. Remember the Cosby show? Our own people were saying, "Oh, that ain't even real." A doctor and a lawyer. Who cares if it's real or not, man? Who cares? It was a good. It was putting us in a good light. What you wanted to see? A crackhead and a prostitute together? I mean, what y'all want? Oh man. Anyway, y'all, everybody in the chat, strong performance in the chat. Very solid, very strong performance from the chat. And by the way, if y'all out there, I would like us to have a little meeting this Sunday. Not long. We don't have to stay long, maybe a half hour, 15 minutes, man, just to kind of check in with each other, see where we at this Sunday. So Sunday after the show, we'll do a little check-in, man, if you guys got the time. Okay. Oh yeah, solid performance from the chat, very solid. Who else? Von Bryant came up here. What y'all think about Von Bryant? Man, Von just brings it, man. Brings it every time, right? He brings it every time, man. So, you know, people tell me, hey, Clarence, you let Von talk, you let Patrice talk, you let any talk, you let them talk, right? I said, of course I do. Of course I'm gonna let them talk. They're the home team, man. When we was digging in the trenches to give up these backpacks, they was here. They was the ones that was here. Of course, I'm gonna let them talk. When I need something, I can pick up the phone and call any one of them and say, I need this. If they got it and they can get it to me, they're getting it to me, right? So of course I'm gonna let them talk. Yeah, I'm biased. Man, that's not fair. You should be biased. You should let everybody talk to you like that. No. If you want that, go to Anton Daniels. Go to the Millionaire Morning Club or after, what is that? Don't do crack in the bathroom, whatever. Go there. We very biased for our people here. All our people that want to do good, man, we got them. And I'm biased for any of the people in my chat too. I'm biased for them, right? Anyway, y'all, Vaughn came up here. What do y'all think about Vaughn? Very strong performance as always. Very solid. Vaughn is always solid, man. That's why I like when Vaughn checks in. I like when all my people check in, man. But I know it's something serious, man. When you see Risa come up here, and you see any come up here, there's something serious going on up here, man. Something serious. Something serious, man. So, you know what I mean? But I like that, and sometimes it ain't even nothing serious. It's just they just want to put their word up. They just want to put the word out there. So, I always mess with them, right? But in reality, man, they just support the channel. They support what we're doing. And we just got love for each other, man. That's all. We just got love for each other. Okay. So what do y'all think about Vaughn? Vaughn, solid performance, very solid, very strong performance from Vaughn, as always. All right, y'all, we out of here. It's Thursday. Okay. Go do something very good for yourself tomorrow, man. Do something very good for yourself. You know what I mean? Have an ice cream cone. Do something. My team know I get them what they call dailies, what I call dailies, right? My team, I would text them, hey, why don't we work on this, y'all? Why don't we work on that or this or that, right? Okay, but after y'all work on something, go get yourself an ice cream. Say, God, Clarence, I did it that day. I actually went out and did what you said that day. Go get yourself an ice cream cone or however you pamper yourself, whatever. We need to do that sometimes, right? We need to do that sometimes. Sometimes. You know what I mean? But it's not because the work that was done we doing it to be pampered. We doing it as a result of what we did. And let me explain it. Because you can pamper yourself without doing the work, but you want to pamper yourself after the work because you want to teach yourself and reinforce to yourself that the pampering comes after the work. That's and we're not doing it to be pampered, because I could pamper myself without this work, but we doing everything in the way God would want us to do everything. I'm gonna leave it right there, y'all. All right, family. I will see y'all on Sunday. God willing. All right. Peace.